Vibrate the good, because it is coming. If you are here looking for a moment of peace and renewal for your mind, you are in the right place. Before we begin, I want to ask you to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell so you don't miss any of our messages of faith and transformation. Oh, and don't forget to watch until the end, because what we're going to share today may be exactly what you need to restore your mental and emotional health. Let's go together on this journey of peace and balance. Now, take a deep breath and join us in this powerful prayer to renew your mind and heart. Let's go. Did you know that our mind needs care just like our body? Amidst the chaos of everyday life, between commitments, responsibilities, and the pressures of the modern world, it is normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, and even without the strength to move forward. Sometimes, the mind becomes a whirlwind of thoughts and worries, and we find ourselves unable to find peace. I know how challenging this can be, because I have been there. How many times have I found myself awake at night, thinking about the many things that needed to be done, the uncertainties of tomorrow, and the things that were beyond my control? It is a draining feeling that takes over our energy. But today, I want to invite you to take a break, even if only for a few moments, and allow yourself to find inner peace. I want to tell you that there's a simple but powerful way to restore your mind. Let's calmly seek the balance and serenity that your mind so desperately needs. Together, let's pray. Not just any prayer, but a simple but profoundly powerful prayer that can renew your mental and emotional health and bring the serenity that we so long for. I remember times when my mind was full of worry, and prayer was the only relief. It was as if, when I spoke to God, all the weight I was carrying was lightened. It may not be instantaneous, but over time, I felt how prayer transformed the way I dealt with stress. It all starts with the act of slowing down. We know it's hard, but it's necessary. In such a fast-paced world, where every minute seems to count, it's easy to get lost in the rush. I remember one time, after a day full of commitments, I felt exhausted, unable to focus. That's when I decided to take a break, close my eyes and breathe deeply. As I inhaled and exhaled, I began to feel the pressure dissipating, the accelerated pace of my mind slowing down. This doesn't mean that all the problems disappeared, but by slowing down, I began to realize that control was in my hands, or rather, in God's hands. Now, I ask you to do the same. Close your eyes, breathe deeply, and allow yourself to feel tranquility invading your body. As you breathe, imagine that you are bringing peace into yourself, and as you exhale, release the tensions that weigh on your mind. Breathe deeply without rushing. Feel each breath as a step towards balance. Now, imagine that you are standing before God, and with an open heart, you give Him all your difficulties, fears, and thoughts that have been tormenting you. Many times, we feel alone with our problems, thinking that no one would understand what we are going through. But God is always present, ready to listen to us. I remember a specific moment in my life when I was overcome with anxiety about an important situation. I knew that I could not handle alone, and it was at that moment that I decided to give everything to God. It was almost as if a heavy burden had been lifted from my shoulders. I did not need perfect words, just sincerity, and God heard my heart say, silently or out loud, "Lord, here I am, giving you my worries. I cannot carry all this weight alone. Take care of my mind, my emotions, and help me find peace. I know that you have the power to restore and renew my mental health." Prayer is a moment of surrender. By trusting in God, we free ourselves from the need to control everything around us. He is able to carry the weight that we cannot carry alone. Ask Him to lift the weight of anxiety, insecurity, and all the feelings that have taken over your heart. Trust that He is listening to every word, every thought, and that peace will begin to enter your life, filling the void, healing the wounds, and bringing light where there is darkness. I remember a time when I was overcome by insecurity, thinking that I was not capable of dealing with so many things. But when I surrendered this to God, I realized that He strengthens me in ways I never imagined. He can restore areas of our lives that we don't even know need healing. So make the surrender. Trust that He is working, even if we don't see immediate results. Sometimes, God begins to work in us before we even realize it. Say it with faith. Lord, I trust in you, and I surrender every negative thought, every insecurity. I know that you are greater than any fear or worry. I trust in your power to transform my mind. Now, speak with an open heart, saying, Lord, I surrender my mind into your hands. I ask that you renew my mental and emotional health. May I experience true peace, a peace that goes beyond circumstances. May anxiety dissipate, and may trust in you fill me, bringing me clarity and serenity. May I rest in your presence and be healed from the inside out. When I prayed this prayer in a moment of crisis, I could feel something change. It was not an instant transformation, but the peace of God began to fill my soul, dispelling anxiety and bringing clarity. And over time, I could see that this peace was being renewed with each prayer, with each surrender. It is an ongoing process, and God will give you the strength to continue. Feel the power of this prayer taking over you, healing the wounds that life leaves, and filling the voids that often we did not even know existed. Allow yourself to rest in God's promises, knowing that He is in control and wants to give you rest. Mental health is not something that can be achieved overnight, but over time, with small daily actions such as prayer, surrender, and trust, we can restore our mind and heart. Don't worry if you don't feel completely at peace right now. Each day, with each prayer, you will be moving closer to a state of serenity. And prayer has the power to renew us and connect us with the divine. As you seek peace with faith and love, your mind will become more balanced, stronger to face life's challenges. Remember, God's peace does not depend on external circumstances, but on trust in His care. No matter how challenging the moment you are living in right now, remember, God's peace is real and available to you. He will never leave you alone. He is by your side, offering His peace in every moment, ready to support you in every step you take. May your mind be renewed, and may you find the peace you so desperately need. Continue seeking mental health with faith, love, and prayer. And remember, you are not alone on this journey. God is by your side, offering His peace, guiding each of your steps and supporting you whenever you need it. Trust in Him and allow His peace to envelop you, transforming your life. I am so glad you've watched this far. If you like the content, don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel to watch all of our videos. Subscribe and don't miss the next content. Always keep vibrating the good that comes, because your interaction here is essential to keep this positive energy circulating. See you soon.